fixed and a little grace with everyone. Ang maganda raw sa Muntinlupa, walang feeling superstar, lahat accountable at nagtutulungan para matuto at mag-improve every single game. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Lyra. And that's the value of having a battle-tested player in Marvin Hayes. You just fall in line because, well, before more on that, let's check out the quarter scoring muna, no? Talagang dikit, first to third quarter, but going back, dahil nga may Marvin Hayes ka dyan, the guy that his voice talagang very impactful, no? Para dito sa mga manlalaro ng Muntinlupa, especially with the struggles they've had the past couple of months.
And then being the elder statesman para dito sa Cagers, he just provides that level of maturity and being a role model to the guys na parang ika nga nila kung atong veterano gumagawa pa ng lahat ng paraan para makatulong dito sa team at hindi masyado nagrereklamo. You guys should follow suit, and that leadership by example approach of Marvin Hayes has really, in a way, kept everything steady amidst this storm na dinadaanan itong Cagers. And right now, this, in my opinion, in a very long while, has been the best 3 quarters that they played. But Sarangani making it very difficult for them. Pero ang ganda, hindi tumutupi itong mga Muntinlupa Cagers against this defense of Sarangani.
Very level-headed
Yes.
si Marvin Hayes. This has been a very defense-oriented game. So much so that we haven't had one guy in double figures so far, and we're already in the 4th period.
And which is more, in my opinion, more to the liking of
a follow-up by Kit Jimenez, climbing the ladder, 2 points plus a foul.
This is a Kit Jimenez that, in my opinion, has been very active all throughout his action inside the floor. If he's not scoring, he's assisting. Right now, that offensive rebound tip para dito kay Kit. And you like how Kit has been playing so far through 3 quarters.
Pasok yung bonus free throw. Lamang ulit ang Sarangani, 49-48. Mark Matiliano, Puroy Cantimbuhan, Ron Lastimosa, Miggy Corteza, and Mark Sarangay. The 5 on the floor for the Muntinlupa Cagers.
Almost 20 minutes already for Kit, and he's just been very active. Good pass.
Uy, that shot will not count. Offensive foul will be called against Mark Sarangay, caught warding off. He knew it.
Yeah. That was a good entry pass inside to the waiting arms of Mark Sarangay. We'll see that again right here. Miggy. And now Mark came in. Oh yeah, that left the arm. But I think it could be marginal. I don't think he extended it so much. It was really just there trying to defend that ball.
Coach's challenge from Coach Gino Ludovici. Malalaman natin kung tama ka, Coach Mike, no, sa ating pagpapalik.
I disagree with that. I don't think that there was so much. He didn't overextend it. Well, just tough break for Mark Sarangay. He was ready to score in that really good find by Miggy Cortez underneath.
That basket would have given them the lead again. Instead, Sarangani remains on top just by a single point, 49-48. Jimenez straight to the rack, basket and one.
Wow, Kit Jimenez taking it to the big man. That open post area really claimed by Kit Jimenez right there. Look at that. Went straight to the rack. Laddies tried to help out. Puroy tried to dig in, but you know, it was all Kit Jimenez all the way.
Play of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the Mpbl. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Dalawang beses na tayo pinapakitaan ng leaping ability ni Kit Jimenez. Yung kaninang putback niya. And then this one.
Sarangani, 56% from the line, 14 out of 25. But that free throw pushes the lead up to 4 points, 52-48.
Good find.
Cortesa will be fouled, but Marilao thought otherwise. And Coach John Calios immediately going to the scorer's table. Sila naman ang magcha-challenge dito.
I felt that was a good block. At least from how we saw it with the naked eye, we'd have to see it with the replay.
Okay, babalik kami para sa resulta ng challenge na yan.
Upon review, the challenge was successful. There was no foul.
Successful naman ang Sarangani.
Oo nga. Yung kitang-kita naman talaga.
Ito yung atake ni Miggy Corteza. It's a clean block by Danny Marilao. Ball will stay though with the Cagers. 8 seconds left on their shot clock. 2 minutes gone by and the fourth period.
Kaya ang bilis nung hiling ni Danny Marilao. Review. Review tayo. Ganda ng block ko eh.
Pagkakainyo pa ako ng block eh. Sa stats ko eh.
Tsaka small ball eh. Siya na yung pinaka big man dyan sa loob eh. Well, mabigat rin naman yung mga tumatayong big man dito para sa sa Sarangani. Lars Hunga and Danny Marilao. Athletic-wise, can be there. They can jump, they can pump, and they're very active with their feet.
Biggest lead by either team was enjoyed by the Cagers earlier at 6 points.
Oh, wow.
And Sarangani will match that with that floater by Kit Jimenez, who now has 14 points.
Yeah, and the last 6 points of Kit Jimenez have actually been very crucial in terms of the scoring output para dito sa Sarangani. And they just keep on playing off of Kit.
And he's the only guy from either team now in double figures in scoring. 14 points to go along with 6 rebounds and 4 assists.
He's 5 out of 12 from the field. Pero hindi talaga sumusuko ng shot attempt. Another turnover.
Viernes. Airballs that free. Kantimbuhan got nudged from behind. And Puroy will shoot too.
And so far, the Cagers have not gotten quality shot attempts. It's either, they're hurrying in those shots or they're completely guarded. They still take it. At saka ito ring 5 kasi ng Sarangani dahil nga small ball. Ang hirap na bitawan.
And for more on Puroy, let's go to Lyra.
Muntinlupa's Puroy Kantimbuhan is finally back in action after sitting out a couple of games dahil sa flu. Masaya daw siya to be reunited on the court with Koy Alves, his longtime teammate from college all the way to the pros. Pero in his own words, ganun talaga. Today may isang mananalo at may isang matatalo. At the end of the game, magkaibigan pa rin naman kami. Pero trabaho muna, he said. And for Puroy, friendship stays off the court. Pero once the game starts, it's all business. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Lyra. Just only the first point of the game for Puroy Kantimbuhan.
And you'd like to think he can score some more, Puroy.
And what's amazing about how he's been performing today, as we see an offensive foul on Danny Marilao, he has yet to attempt a shot.
Yes.
Although attempt din yung na-foul siya, pero hindi counted as field goal attempt yun dahil may foul eh. Pero
Yes.
to reiterate my point na usually si Puroy, he's actually their leading scorer, the lone guy, averaging double figures in scoring, but today rather, only 1 point.
At saka understanding yung value ng mga remaining games ninyo, you know, and what you can bring to the team. Another bad shot by the Cagers. You have to take over if you're Puroy Katimbuhan, you know. Somebody's got to take the lead, in as much as Marvin Hayes did that in the first half. Now some other guys got to do the same. Lalo na dito sa, you know, extended defense itong Sarangani. Somebody's got to break down that primary defender and play off of it.
Turnovers have really harmed itong Muntinlupa in the second half. They had 7 in the first 2 quarters, a total of 8 here, and we're still not done in the fourth quarter.
And more importantly, they've given 5 points of those turnovers, or 11 rather, points of turnovers para dito sa Sarangani.
Larsunga will go back to the free throw line, where as a team, Sarangani is only 14 out of 25. And the Cagers will be warned here in proper bench decorum. Off the bench, Larsunga, 8 points, 9 rebounds. This free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kumpletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. First free throw is good for Larsunga. Was a former NCAA junior star for the Arellano Braves and also had a stint with the Arellano Chiefs in the seniors. This is the biggest lead from either squad at 7 points. Muntinlupa holds the second longest losing streak at 9 games, just behind Parañaque 16.
And then, you know, their loss to Batangas in their last game was really the first time to go below 500. And, you know, it puts at risk their chances of getting into the top 10. And the remaining games are pretty tough, though.
Another challenge by the Sarangani Gripper. They were successful in the first one. Let's see if magtagumpay sila dito. We'll be back for the result.
Upon review, the challenge was successful. There was no foul.
2 out of 2 sa challenges.
Another successful challenge here. Underneath, that defense. Oh, yeah. It's pretty clear.
Manatili ang possession sa Muntinlupa, behind by 7 points. Matiliano buries a 3-point shot.
Finally, some good, you know, shot selection para dito sa Muntinlupa Cagers.
forward pass. But Jimenez able to intercept that one. Jimenez puts it up. Can't get it to go. Pascual tracks it down. He fires. Short. Lohera. Ahead is Marvin Hayes. Foul given up by Jeff Viernes.
Well, that was a good look by Mix Pascual. Hit one a while ago. Now he was pretty much in a good range.
They will review this one for a possible upgrade to an unsportsmanlike foul. 5.5 remaining in the fourth quarter. Viernes and Kurt Lohera colliding there as Lohera was about to issue that pass to Marvin Hayes. And they do upgrade this one. Unsportsmanlike foul will be called on Jeff Viernes.
Upon review, unsportsmanlike foul on number 74, Jeff Viernes, his second.
Papasok yan dun sa criteria na stopping a player in transition, no?
Oo.
Obviously, Jeff does not agree. Lohera back at the line. Free throws also have been a problem for the Muntinlupa Cagers. Kurt Lohera is 2 out of 5. Make that 3 out of 6. 8 out of 14 lang ang Muntinlupa Cagers from the charity stripe. But they have pulled to within 3. 56-53. Marvin Hayes. Lohera on the left side. Pascual able to shut him down. Lepalam will be called for that foul. They are in penalty. Free throws coming up for the Sarangani Gripper.
And this small ball has actually caused problems para dito sa Muntinlupa. Yung shot selection, yun ang nagiging challenge para dito sa Cages because every time, they can't beat that defense.
Special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer.
At pag hindi mo nabibit yung primary defender, yung mga help side, halos hindi na kumikilos yun because, you're just staying home on ball. And you gotta beat that first defender, draw that second guy on the ball, and then that's when defense starts rotating. And you gotta play off of it, which is exactly what Kit Jimenez has done para dito sa Sarangani. He beats his defender, gets a secondary guy, and just plays off of it.
Split at the line from Koy Alves.
But the Cagers are still in a good spot. You're down only a couple of possessions with, half of the quarter still remaining. But somebody's got to score with a lot of consistency. Good pass.
Pumulak si Lars Sunga. Good thing they're not yet in penalty. That's their last foul to give though. As we're now past the halfway point of the fourth period. Danny Marilao returns for the Sarangani Gripper.
And so far that clearly has been one part of the floor defense of Sarangani that's been porous, yung flash middle ng big. Another one right here, this time by Domark.
Padeliano has come alive here in the fourth quarter. 13 points to go along with his 7 rebounds overall, and they pulled to within 2.
Gotta watch out for Kit. He has been the big problem offensively para dito sa Cagers.
Pascual turns down that shot. He finds Caliano who can't hit the free. Hayes unable to save it as he crashes to the scorer's table. Ball will stay with Sarangani. Huwag naman siyang humingi ng paumanhin sa ating mga magigiting na unsung heroes.
Naman. Ang bilis rin ng reflexes no?
Yeah.
There you go, that run. Quickly. Si Aris ba yun? Tumayo. Partida may vertigo pa yan Diba?
Turnover laban sa Sarangani. Muntinlupa a chance on this possession to either tie or take the lead.
It's the turnovers that has really hurt Muntinlupa. 16 turnovers versus that of 7, and to which 13 ang nakuha puntos dyan itong Sarangani, samantalang 2 lang ang nakukuha nila.
Pagers though, just behind by 2 points. Kantimbuhan, it's been a struggle for him. Just 1 point. Marvin Hayes though, with 9.7 rebounds. Hook shot off the glass though. Sarangay gives them another possession, but he throws it away.
I don't know why he didn't take that attempt. He was pretty much inside. Oh, Kit!
Oh, the
man.
tip-in! Kit Jimenez cleaning up his own miss.
This is not your usual Kit Jimenez guy. This is Super Kit right now that's playing. He's been flying all over the place. You know, initiating the offense, creating mismatches, and making things work for Sarangani.
In a game where Jeff Viernes has struggled, Kit Jimenez comes to the rescue with 16 points. And now rebound number 8 for Kit Jimenez. But Lohera able to anticipate the pass. Lohera, slight Hesse, got pumped, and he will head back to the line.
Even in a situation when you've got numbers, that was a 3-on-2 break. Kurt, Mark, and Marvin Hayes running that open floor. And one could make an argument na, you know, he pretty much flew in vertical. Ito si Kit Jimenez. I guess that try by Kurt Lohera. But that call will stay. Now, if you're Muntinlupa, you gotta make your free throws.
Special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. Lohera. Pasok yung kanyang unang free throw. Kurt Lohera, 6 points. Both teams in penalty. Popping it in. Lead down to 2. Lohera steals it again. Now he takes that free and makes it.
Yeah, you gotta take that shot. You can't just be, you know, nonchalant about having a free shot. Oh wow, somebody's gotta stop Lars Hunga as well.
Miscommunication between Patrick Ramos and Marvin Hayes. But what about Kurt Lohera? 5 points, 2 steals in a matter of seconds. Sarangani back up top by 1 point. Sarangay kicks it back out. Lohera. Baseline drive. Ramos. Hayes. 4-3. Too strong. Lars Hunga closing in. Actually, he now has a double-double of 12 points and 10 rebounds. The miss though. And ball will swing back to Muntinlupa.
Well, that was the second missed 3 by Marvin Hayes. Wide open.
Fast break of the game brought to you by Extreme Cool Air Conditioners. Ang Extreme magpalamig free installation for split-type air conditioners.
Scramble defense. Nagkalimutan kung kaninong tao si Lars Hunga. I felt like that was Marvin Hayes who missed out on that defensive assignment.
Matiliano goes to Marvin Hayes off the glass. Bounce pass ni Viernes, papunta kay Marilao, balik kay Jeff for 3! Big time shot for Jeff Viernes, who has struggled with his shot all game long. Knocks down a big 3.
This is a big one after that little handoff of that feed from the post by Danny Marilao, and Jeff, being the scorer that he is, understands catch and shoot situations. He definitely knocked that down.
Timeout Muntinlupa. Captain Marbel, Commissioner Kenneth Dorendes, in between Head of Operations Emil Loretta, Head of Security Rudy Distrito. On a swing from the Sarangani gripper after Kurt Lohera gave them the lead. Talking about the Cagers, as we see Mayor Ina Alegre, Jennifer Cruz with Ken Bono. Her team will be up against the Jensen Warriors. That's going to be a fun one later on.
Oh, yes.
This one.
Yeah, definitely. That's going to be a fun one. Especially with both teams trying to stay within, that top 10 team entering the playoffs. Now this will boil down to execution for the Cagers in this possession and defensive recovery for them on the defensive end.
Sarangay, critical possession right here. Nice find. Sarangay though fails to finish, but he grabs the rebound. Lohera for free. It's good!
What a shot by Lohera. Couple of really good three-pointers by Kurt Lohera. Crucial moments. Jeff takes it back.
Fight for the rebound. It will stay with the Sarangani gripper. Kurt Lohera has come alive. 8 of his 13 points coming here in this quarter.
I say crucial point there was the composure of Mark Sarangay to collect that rock and feed it off to Kurt Lohera for the straight-on three.
Timeout Sarangani with 1 minute and 26 left here in regulation. Next 3 games of Muntinlupa, August 21 against Ilagan Isabela, Pampanga on the 26th and to begin September, kalaban naman nila ang Abra Solid North Weavers.
And that's just 3 of the how many remaining games? 1, 2, 3, 6 or 7 remaining games. Para 7, right? 7 remaining games para dito sa Cagers. And it gets tougher towards the end, and so it's very important that they get this win first before they head on to those next games.
Clear point. After that, Caloocan, Basilan, Rizal, and Quezon to round out their elimination round. Lahat malalakas para sa Muntinlupa. Oh, Lars Sunga able to clean it up. Double-double performance for Lars Sunga, who now has 14 points.
At this point, story of the game so far is offensive rebounding and second chance points, at least for these last 2 possessions.
14 and 12 for Lars Sunga. 63 seconds to go. Mark Matiliano can't roll it in, but 2 free throws coming up.
Well, he will get to the line. And so far, Domark has gone there once, and he's made that free throw attempt. Pressure back this time, free throws para dito kay Domark Matiliano.
2 important free throws coming up for the Iceman. Domark Matiliano so far with 13 points, make that 14. Matiliano shooting 77% from the line this season. Mintis yung pangalawa, but it still remains a 1-possession ball game, 2-point lead for Sarangani.
Lars Sunga and Kit Jimenez are the guys that you want to locate. Lars has pretty much dominated underneath. Thankfully, for the Cagers, Lars Sunga did get that ball against the defense of Patrick Ramos. That pretty much was a mismatch underneath.
Viernes to Koy Alves, Kit Jimenez with a rock. Getting past Sarangay. He actually got past 2 white jerseys. and was able to get to the gut of the defense. And free throws coming up for Kit Jimenez.
I thought he got past every white shirt in that situation. 1, 2, got past Patrick, and got past Ron Lastimosa, who went through 4 white shirts to initiate that offense para dito sa Sarangani. Boy, this has been a super game for Kit Jimenez.
Currently 4 out of 5 from the free throw line, but just coming into this game, only 53%. But he has really come up huge here. 17 points, make that 18 to go along with 8 rebounds and 4 assists.
Tsaka steady sa free throw, you know. This small ball has really worked wonders for Coach Toto and Coach John Callios. They did this at the start of the third quarter, where they really had pretty much Danny Marilao and Lars Hunga being their bigs.
You need to go quick here if you're Muntinlupa.
Yeah, gotta go quick.
Puroy having trouble. Lohera pulling up. Kurt Lohera. That was a difficult shot. Able to put it in. About a 2-second differential between shot and game clock. Kit Jimenez goes quickly. Questionable decision there. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
They had a golden opportunity to tie or even take the lead.
And they literally just threw that away. Look at that. Good effort by Mark to secure the rebound, try to find an open guy. He found Domark, and he just threw it away. Big miscue between Domark and Puroy. And again, this shot here by Kurt Lohera, difficult finish, but he was able to still knock it down.
And Sarangani will use their final timeout. Let's listen in.
Dani.
Oh, yan. Palit po si Dani.
Dani.
Push sa inbound.
Sa magandang inbound.
Sure ball.
Hit. No.
Gamit sa akin.
Hey, Jeff. Pag wala.
Pag pwede na maganda, pero pag wala, ito ha.
Go first steal muna.
Kuya Mark, Kuya Mark, yung mga flasher, flasher. Coach, ano ba ako, Coach? Coach, ano ba ako? 1,001, 1,002. Harapin muna doon. Okay, okay.
Boy, they had their chances. But what they're saying right now is to try and go for a steal first. Try to defend the inbounder. And then samantalang dito naman sa Sarangani, the important thing is to get the ball inbounds. There, Ron Lastimosa is locating a receiver.
The trap. What? They're actually trying to trap.
Yeah, they did get Jeff Viernes in the trap area, but the thing is, Jeff is how many? What's his percentage from the line?
Jeff Viernes during the season is 89%, but today Viernes only 1 out of 3.
Okay.
Though he hit a big shot from Rainbow Country earlier, 6 points, only 2 of 15 shooting from the field.
Well, he's been here a lot of times, and you know, hindi na bago itong sitwasyon na to para kay Jeff Viernes as he calmly sinks the first one.
You gotta give it to Sarangani. They've struggled from the line for the most part, but they have knocked down clutch free throws, especially Kit Jimenez and Jeff Viernes.
Well, let alone making clutch plays down the wire.
Making it a 2-possession ball game. Muntinlupa also with their final timeout, 13.2 seconds left, down by 4 points, and they need a quick basket. And we'll listen in to the huddle being led here by Coach Mark Tandan.
So mabilis ha, kailangan mabilis to. Guguy inbounder. Mark. Okay. So Mark, Kilo, Patrick. So parang araw, so si Mark, di ba? Here's your stags, here, going here, Pat. Stags, Patrick. This is Guguy coming off. Pag tama nito, Pat, Guy, you're going to Mark. Okay. Sorry, Kilo. You're out. Tapos, Dogway. Oh. Okay. Mark, diretso kay Do. Papunta dito, boy. Step in. Pat, tawid. So Kurt, if you have the lane, you're going. If you have time for Domark here, you get it to Domark. But you're going here with the stairs, okay? Let's go.
But from the way it sounds, we heard about maybe a stagger, but clearly the point of attack would be when Patrick starts clearing. I'd like to think that's the corner side, and that would allow that solo side for Kurt Lohera to operate on. Now, if Kurt, drives, he's got a decision to find a Domark Matiliana as well. There you go. That's that corner fill by Patrick.
Ooh. Ball tapped out of bounds by Kit Jimenez.
And that's just understanding where most probably that pass is gonna go. Same thing.
Mark Sarangani catches Lohera. That's a swing pass to Matiliano
Oh,
for
wow.
free. Muntinlupa still alive. They need to foul quickly, and they do. Danny Marilao, 70% from the free throw line this season, but he is 2 out of 2 today. What a play here.
Yes. The most difficult part there was getting the ball inbounds, and I felt Ron Lastimosa got that good read, and then Mark, poised as he is, kept that ball swinging it over to Kurt Lohera before finding Domark Matiliano.
And just a solid play run by Coach Mark. Very simple, but the attention to detail, you saw Kurt Lohera, sabi niya,
Right.
pag available si Domark, find him for that three-point shot, and that's exactly what they did on that possession.
Right. And so that clear that they mentioned earlier was really for Patrick to clear from the top, do a strong side corner fill, as Kurt Lohera was getting that flare screen the other end to receive that ball. They didn't get that directly to Kurt Lohera. It had to go through Mark Sarangani, then Kurt, then Domark on the corner. Because definitely when Kurt gets that ball on the wing, you were going to expect a closeout. And so the freest guy in the corner would be Domark, and Domark sank that corner three.
Now, Muntinlupa has no more timeout, so looks like Coach Mark has designed a play, whether it's a make or a miss, from the full length of the court.
Still a lot of time.
So I think they're trying to sort out if there should be time added. On the game clock.
So right now it stands at 6.5. There's that catch that generated closeout.
Ay, tinitignan kung 3 o 2.
Ooh.
Mukhang long 2-point shot lang.
Oh, that's just a long two.
It is a long 2-pointer.
Well, that now gives a little more wiggle room para dito sa Sarangani as they make this first free throw here. Danny Marilao.
Second free throw to make it a 2-possession ball game. Marilao perfect at the free throw line. And that continues. Clutch free throws from Danny Marilao. Sarangani, it's their best interest not to foul here while taking a 3-point shot. Ramos for free. It will pop out, and that's gonna do it. Muntinlupa's woes will continue. 10th straight loss. And they will now fall down to 10 and 12. And with this big win by the Sarangani Gripper, they are now 9 and 13, tied with the Imos Brotherhood. And pretty much in the thick of things for that 9th and 10th spot in the play-in.
Yeah, pretty much Sarangani is getting closer. It's Sarangani rising and then Muntinlupa sliding.
Best player of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the Mpbl. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Well, 18 points on 6 of 18 shooting, 5 of 6 from the line, 4 offensive rebounds, 8 rebounds in total, 4 assists, and those magical athletic plays of Kit Jimenez, pretty much deserving of this Best Player of the Game award.
Final score 68 for the Muntinlupa Cagers, 72 for the Sarangani Gripper.